Oh, and hello, YouTube. Oh, shit. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. Hey, yeah, Dave here. You haven't shaved in a week. Hey, today, the Rock and Roll Hall of Urine Stain. Yeah, that's what a member of the Sex Pistols called that foundation, that organization. He also called it the Rock and Roll Hall of Lame. And now I agree with that assertion. I have in my hand the list of the 1992 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. The inductees into the performer category, which is the one that everybody has the hoopla about. I'm not going to read it. They got one right out of 7. Yeah, I mean, every year is a failing grade except for one so far. And there will not be any more. I'm not going to do any more. What's the point? 1 out of 7? You know, they keep inducting artists from the rhythm and blues genre. And this is supposed to be the rock and roll genre of music. And I've been going through in my mind, why is this the case? Why? What is this with the R&B artists in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Well, the foundation, this is how they do it. They send 100 requests out to what they term rock and roll experts, 1,000. And I assume this 1,000 population is that of people in the recording industry, DJs, column writers, technicians, other performing artists. And I think their distribution of these 1,000 ballots to these selected peoples is skewed. They send them to every genre, not rock and roll experts, but music experts. And of course, if that's the case, they're going to get a response bias, listing artists that are in the R&B industry primarily, and then the special group then takes those nominees under consideration for the final judgment. That's all kept very secret. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Foundation says we make it opaque. You cannot know who selected what and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it's not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's some other Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And let me get back to R&B. Why are so many R&B artists? Very good artists. I like their music. You know, Sam Cooke, The Temptations. It goes on and on and on. Well, There is now an R&B Hall of Fame. I don't think they have a $65 million Hall of Fame and museum, but the idea of a rhythm and blues Hall of Fame was first thought up by a group of people in 2010. And their first inductees into this hall was 2013. Well, prior to that, people wanted a recognition of these other big name bands and artists. They wanted to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, damn it. And by God, they got in there too. Anyway, there's no reason to continue the Rock and Roll Hall of Urine Stain any longer. It's not rock and roll. Do they have some rock and roll artists, very good artists and groups, in their hall? Yes, they do. But it's now a conglomeration of Rock and Roll Hall of Music. Call it what it is. That's what I do. And I'm not going to be playing a song by the one inductee, 1992, that I agree with, because I just don't feel like it. All right, signing off. I hope this is recording. I'm not sure. I don't think it might be.